In addition, I have murdered 33 human beings.
It's interesting for a number of reasons, because he wrote the book in a very difficult time in his life. And as a good defense attorney, I went into this project saying, I don't want to know. I don't want you to ever answer that question for me. Although I asked him on film a few times, and he avoided it a little bit, which is smart of him.
I don't know. I guess in my romanticism, I want to believe it's true because it's so interesting. For any peace in his mind, sometimes I hope it's not true.
You know what? I don't know, and I chose not to know because I had to portray it. I had to believe those imaginary circumstances, and I don't know if I care. You know, either way, it's fascinating to me. You know, either way, it's a good story. You know.
And you have J.P. Morgan, who doesn't like him, you know, and you can see that when she says
he was a good guy, even though he's a prick. He's a good guy, too.
He says he killed 33 people. What do you think? And she's like, yeah, all at once. You know, she's brutal and doesn't think. And then you ask Gene, and he'll go, I don't know. You know, is it possible? I guess so. You know, and these are all people who knew him.
Yeah. I know some things about him that are very distressing. And you wouldn't want to know them about him.
It depends on how you take it. We test the movie, and about 50% of the people go, this isn't true, and then 50% of the people go, is this true? And we try to say, you make up your own mind. If you believe it, the question would then be, how do you prove somebody wasn't in the CIA? You know, you don't. You can't. If you don't find it to be true, then you can certainly look at us making the American audience his hits, you know, which is sort of what we do when we put the audience dead at the end there, the same. You know, his life also reflects, you know, killing the American, you know, the American audience at home.
In my opinion, Chuck Barris will do more harm to our society than people seem to realize.
That man who is as successful as he is and has been felt the need to write that story and to tell that story and to get that kind of attention. I think that's as fascinating to me, and I think that's the reason you make the film.